Hey guys, Otto from Everything Amiibo here with all of the details on the first North American and European Splatfest. Hello and welcome to Everything Amiibo. Alright, so let's get started guys. Really exciting, we're finally getting our own Splatfest. So Splatfests have already run, has already run in Japan, and unfortunately it experienced some technical difficulties, which I'll go into in a second, which meant they delayed the Western version of the Splatfest, because basically it would have ruined the Splatfest if they just had it on time. It was supposed to be on the 21st of June, I think. I can't really check that. But yeah, now we have an actual date. It's the 4th of July. Sorry for all you American people trying to celebrate the 4th of July, but I guess it ties in nicely with all the fireworks and stuff at the Splatfest, so that'll be fun. But for us British livers, I guess I am American, but for everyone who's actually in Britain, or in Europe, it's no big deal to be doing it on the 4th of July, so that's okay. But yeah, it's a memorable date. It's easy to remember. But really excited for the first Splatfest. So before we go on to the details of what's actually happening in this, I wanted to quickly go over what went wrong with Japanese Splatfest. So what actually happened is they ran it and everything ran as normal, but there was a matchmaking glitch. So they've tested matchmaking in what are they, the global test fire. There we go, that's the word. But when you initiate Splatfest, everything changes. You actually get a whole separate ranking for your character that's like just your Splatfest ranking with a bunch of different like names for it, like Super Splatfest, or like maybe it's some, stuffed themed stuff like Cat Lover, Cat Fan, Cat Maniac, Cat like Emperor. I don't know if there's a Cat Emperor, but yeah, you get these ranks in it. And depending on how high you get in your rank and how well your actual team does, and also how many people signed up, so basically who won the poll, you'll get different amounts of super sea snails, and those super sea snails are used with spike. And so instead of paying 30,000, you can use these to re-roll the slots or to gain an additional slot on your equipment. So what happened with the Japanese version is there was a matchmaking error because they hadn't been able to test. I mean, not like there's a guaranteed matchmaking error if you haven't tested something out, but they obviously hadn't been able to test out this Splatfest idea with this volume of players, and it just didn't work. The matchmaking was wrong, so people had to wait in the lobby for way too long. Just because of something they did. So unfortunately, that's actually what delayed this entire thing. But it's finally here, so let's talk about the details of what's actually happening for this one that's actually going on. So like I said, it's on the 4th of July. It's on the 4th of July for Europe and North America. Sometimes the dates are different, especially with Splatoon updates. It's 3 a.m. on the next day for the UK for all the Splatoon updates, and then it's 7 p.m. on the day before for the North American updates. So it's a very nice, convenient time for North Americans, but we just 3 a.m. So basically, you can't stay up. You can't stay up till 3 a.m. to play Splatoon. You can't get up at 3 a.m. to play Splatoon. So it's basically, you just have to wait a full extra day compared to the Americans. It's kind of sucky, but hey. This is a nice time for the UK people for once. So in the UK it starts at 6 p.m. and in Europe it starts at 7 p.m. So that's a very nice time for us, and it runs for 24 hours exactly. So make sure you get in as much Splatoon play as possible. So that is on the 4th of July. It starts for UK 6 p.m. and then on 3 a.m. On the 4th of July, 3 a.m. Eastern time is when it starts in North America. So, yeah, you're not going to get the time in at 3 a.m., but hey, it's going to be 3 a.m. somewhere for part of that. Everybody's going to get 3 a.m. because it runs for 24 hours. It's not like it runs for some odd number of hours that would favor other people. It just means, just like with the updates, you're just going to have to wait, which is unfortunate, but hey. So, of course, as you can see here, this Splatfest is going to be cats versus dogs. Now, myself, I get really annoyed by cats. I don't like how they walk all over everything. I once sat on a cat on accident. It's one of the main reasons I'm annoyed at them. But we had to look after these cats one time, and we were babysitting the kids of somebody, but they also had two cats, and they were just so annoying, like scratching the chair and jumping all over everywhere. Where dogs, they kind of just mind their own business. So that's my opinion. I am definitely hashtag Team Dog all the way. But it's up to you guys, and please let me know in the comments which one you would vote for. I would really like to know what you guys want to vote for, Team Cat or Team Dog, and maybe we can all band together and try and win this. But you guys are probably going to be pretty divided. But I am all for Team Dog. Screw you cat people. But I actually think, I don't know, it could go either way. We'll see. I think Team Dog might win. But really excited for this. I guess I'll talk about how Splatfest actually changes up the entire game of Splatoon. So there was a trailer recently released about what Splatfest, not about it, but showing off some Splatfest stuff. And there was a scene where the Inkling walked up this ramp. It was like a whole entire area, so there might be some actual extra areas that we haven't even seen. But mainly, trucks come in, and they're like performance trucks with massive speakers and stuff. And Callie and Mari are on either side, singing away and dancing. Everybody in the whole entire lobby, they're all just dancing the whole time. It's just this awesome atmosphere. There's fireworks going on. There's a bunch more digital displays and posters all over the entire plaza. It's really cool. Even the little whatever he's called, the military guy, the single player guy, pops out of his hole and he's like, I won't spoil what his relation to the girls Callie and Mari are if you haven't played the single player. But anyway, so yeah, make sure you try and get in as much play in that time. Everything's at night. That's another thing that happens. Normally the time of day is always daytime, you know, bright midday time for all matches online, and the time of day in single player on those online maps, you know, like Kelp Dome is in single player. Most of the maps are, I think. The skate park, Blackbelly Skate Park, is definitely in single player. Those are always evening or nighttime, but definitely approaching that. This is proper nighttime, but lit up with some nice neon-y stuff. It's a really cool idea, so it just mixes up the whole gameplay. You cannot miss this. You have to get on Splatoon at one point during this. It's going to be awesome. Well, anyway, guys, that's it for this update. A pretty informative one, if I do say so myself. We're really excited to finally get to play these Splatfests. Been looking forward to this for a very long time. If you enjoyed this video, guys, or if you found it informative, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to Everything Amiibo for more Splatoon news like this and for more Nintendo toys and games. I'll see you guys later.